Hello everyone, in this video we are going to create dipper used in Volvo Excavator. So here I already have created the part. Here I am only going to show you the dimensions and the feature used in this part. So let's begin with the first. Here I am going to show you sketch. Just click on edit sketch, and here I am going to define you the dimension of the sketch. So click on right dimension. First of all, you need to draw a straight line here having length of 2720 mm. Meet this line with the origin and draw an arc here having radius of 118 mm. And the center of the point of the arc, draw an circle having diameter of 130 mm. Vertical position with the origin, and again draw a circle here having dia of 117.50 mm. Now defining the length of this dia with the origin is 242.50 mm, and height from the origin, which is 118 mm. After defining its dimension, move on the left side. So here draw an arc here having radius of 165 mm and draw a circle here having diameter of 130 mm. Adding the relation between this point and this point by pressing Ctrl button and make them vertical. Now defining the height of the circle from this line is 165 mm. After that, again click on line command and draw a line at the angle of 134.61 degree. Now defining the length of the line, which is 1082.25 mm. After defining its length, again draw an arc here having radius of 135 mm and click on circle command and draw a circle here having diameter of 130 mm. Now defining the height or length of this dia from the end point of the line, which is 135 mm. Now again draw a line here having length of 116.16 mm and again click on line command and again draw a line here having a length of 316.91 mm. Now defining the angle between these two lines, click on smart dimension and define the angle, which is 135 mm between both these two lines. Continue with the line command. Again draw a line and meet this arc point and the line having a length of 3652.50 mm. Now defining the angle between these two lines, so click on first line and second line, and it's showing this angle is 148.30 degree. Okay. After defining its all dimension, you can see in the sketch. So click on extrude boss feature and extrude it boss from the mid plane, which is 989.50 mm from the mid plane. Let's click OK. After that, we are going to apply extrude cut on this body. So rolling forward the feature, where I am showing you the extrude cut sketch. So select this face, the planar face, and draw a sketch here. Click on Smart Dimension, and here I am going to define the dimension of the rectangle. You can roughly draw the rectangle, which is the outside of the body. So you can define it on yourself. First of all, click on center line, construction line, and draw a center line from the origin. And click on line command and draw a straight line from the origin having length of 155.50. And again click on line command and draw a line from here having length of 122.50 mm. Now defining the angle between both these two lines. Click on first line and second line and defining the degree between both these two lines, which is 134.07 degree. Continue with the line command. Draw a straight line from this point about 2886.50 mm, which is straight line, and again draw a line here 550 mm. Now defining the angle between these two lines. Click on first line and second line, which is 201.51 degree. Now again draw a straight line from this point, which is 504 mm, and draw a straight line to the center line, which is 494.75 mm. Now you can see the dimension of this sketch. The upper side of the sketch and the lower side of the sketch are both same, so you can easily mirror the remaining one. So click on mirror command, mirror entities, and select the upper lines and mirror it about the center line for the completion of the sketch. After that, click on extrude cut command in the feature and extrude it cut through all. After applying extrude cut on this, we here need to again apply extrude cut, and I am showing the sketch. After that, select this one face, select top plane and create a sketch on the top plane. Simply click on Smart Dimension, and here I am going to define its dimension from the origin. This is basically a rectangle having length of 390 mm from the origin, and width from the origin is 142.50 mm, same as in this one direction. And after defining the sketch, click on extrude cut and extrude it cut. Select here from the offset of the surface, select this one face and having distance of 20 mm. Click OK, and extrude cut is created here on this face, offset from this face having distance of 20 mm. Now again here we need to apply extrude cut. After that, again select top plane, and draw a sketch here. Again the rectangle, but this time defining the distance from the edge of the rectangle and the previous extrude cut edge, which is 50 mm, and make all these lines parallel with the body, and extruded cut through all. From the body. Now again rolling forward the feature. Again we are applying extrude cut on this. Click on sketch, click on edit sketch. You can make this extrude cut with the reference of front plane, or you can make any plane here, or make this sketch on this face. Here I am going to define its dimensions with the origin. Click on line command and draw a line from the origin, defining the angle between the height from the edge and the line is 20 mm. Again click on line and the edge of the body is 20 mm, and defining the angle between both these two lines is 98.88 degree. And the angle between these two lines, which is same, 98.88 degree. And distance from the line up to the edge is 20 mm. Now click on extrude cut feature and extruded cut. Select up to surface and select this one face and apply extrude cut. After that we are going to create a plane here. You can check the plane. So this plane is created with the reference of this face, and second one reference is the axis of this line. The first reference is face and second reference is axis of the circle. Click OK. Now we are going to apply a revolve cut on the plane which I have created. So select the plane and draw a sketch here. First of all, draw a center line. Now defining its distance from the origin. This is 150 mm and 155 mm. And defining the center line distance from the edge, which is 310.53 mm. from this edge, and make it revolve cut about the center line. Show here. Make a revolve cut from the reference of this center line. After that, here we again need to apply extrude cut. So simply here select this face and start to create a sketch here. Click on line command and draw a straight line. Having length of 2975 mm. Now again draw a line here, defining the length of the line. After defining its length, define its angle. Click on first line and second line and defining its angle, which is 147.62 degree. After defining its angle, draw an arc here having radius is 70 mm. Again click on line command and draw a line here which is 560.49 and draw a line here with the reference of the edge of the body. And angle between both these lines is 153.66 degree, and make this sketch in the outward direction outside the body. You can also define the distance from the origin and the center of the arc, which is 1110.66 mm. Now extruded cut. Click on feature and select extrude cut command and select up to vertex and select the point up to which we want to apply the extrude cut on the body. After applying extrude cut, here we need to extrude both. Again click on sketch command and click on the face and start to create a sketch here. You can also click on convert entities and select the face and make them all the edges into 3D sketch by selecting convert entities. After converting the face into the sketch, you need simply to break this sketch from here. Click on line command and draw a line here at the angle of 135.39 degree, and second line having distance of 513.64 mm. Now defining the angle between both these two lines. Which is 110.86 degree, and draw a circle here having diameter of 130 mm, which is already here drawn. So just only need to click on convert entities and convert this face into a sketch and draw two lines here for the completion of the sketch. And now defining the length of this line from the arc edge is 424.50 mm, and the overall length of this line, which is 1455 mm. After defining the sketch, click on extrude both and extrude it pose from the surface up to a distance of 106.25 mm. As I discussed in the previous command, you convert the entities. So for converting entities, you just need to click on the sketch and here select sketch. After selecting this, click on convert entities, and you can see here all the face is converted into sketch. So this is the shortest method to create any sketch on the body without any line or other command which is used to create the sketch. After creating this one sketch, I'm going to loft the body. For this, we need to create two sketches to use the loft command. So first of all, here we create a 3D sketch. So making this one, click on sketch here and select 3D sketch and simply draw a line, making the relation between the edge and the line is parallel or vertical, and draw a straight line from the end point of the face up to this point and meeting with each other. And again we need to create another sketch. So click on this face and make this face in normal position and click on smart dimension and draw a straight line here. Now defining the length is 781.50 or up to the edge, and height is 106.25 mm, and meeting both these two lines with the line command. Defining the angle between these two lines is 82.26 degree, and exit from the sketch. After draw these two sketch, click on feature and select loft base command and select first one sketch and second sketch. And I'm going to show you. Select first one 3D sketch and loft base these two sketch. For completion of this profile, again we need to loft base. Again select this face and keep this face in normal position and click on line command and draw a line from the edge to edge and draw a straight line from here having length of 557.75 mm. Now defining the angle between these two lines, which is 79.21 degree, and exit from the sketch. And for creating this one sketch, as I discussed, simply you can click on the face and select converted entities and make this face into a sketch. After that, click on feature and select loft base and select first profile and second profile and loft base. The next one is extrude boss. So here we again need to draw a sketch here. This sketch is created on front plane. So select front plane and click on line command and draw a straight line. Defining the length, which is 766.15 mm, and again draw a line from the edge and defining the length, which is defining the angle between both these two lines, which is 31.66 degree. Now click on arc here and select 3-point arc and draw an arc here, having radius is 100 mm. After that, again click on line command and draw a line here, defining the length, which is 174.57. Again click on arc command and again draw an arc here, having radius value of 100 mm. Continue with the line command, draw a line here, having distance of 102.22 mm. Again select arc command and draw arc here, having radius 50 mm. Continue with the line command and meet both these points with the line, is 102.22 mm. After that, define the angle between both these two lines. So click on first line and second line, and defining the angle between both these is 48.75 degree. Now draw a circle at the center, having diameter 115 mm. Now defining the length from the baseline is 115 mm, and defining its length from the center of the circle and the end point of the line, which is 171.15. Now the sketch is fully defined. After that, click on extrude base and extrude it both from the mid plane up to 285 mm. Now we need to apply extrude cut. So again select front plane, or you can simply select this face or draw a rectangle from the center point. Click on smart dimension and defining its length and width 147.50 and having the length of 470.50. Now extruded cut through wall from the body. That here we again need to apply extrude cut. Click on extrude cut and I'm going to sketch. So select this face and again draw a rectangle here on the reference of origin and defining the distance from the edge and the vertex line is 37.62 mm. Now defining the length and the width of the rectangle. Having width of 200 mm and total length is 466.21. Now click on extrude cut and extrude it cut to 163.00. Now again here we need to create a plane. So here we create a plane here with the reference of front plane. The first one reference is front plane and enter distance is 290.50 mm. On the front plane we need to create a sketch for apply loft feature. So on new plane, select plane, and again here we need to draw a sketch. So from the previous extrude cut circle, draw an arc from the center point is 165 mm, and click on line command and draw a straight line 225.20 mm, and again draw a line here is 306.80 mm. Now defining the angle between both these two lines is 82.41 degree. Again draw a straight line is 595.43, and defining the angle between these two lines is 238 degree. Again draw a line here having distance of 146.31, so that defining the angle between these two lines is 65.63 degree, and meet these 2 points of the arc and the line with the help of line command, having length of 282.09 mm. After drawing it, exit from the sketch and draw the second one sketch on this face. This sketch is same as the previous sketch. Here I am going to its dimension. First of all, draw an arc from the center point is 165 mm, and draw a line 362.08 mm, and again draw a straight line having length of 375 mm. Again draw a line here is 805.98 mm. Again draw a line here is 200 mm. Now defining the angle between these lines, so click on first line and second line and defining the angle, which is 82.41 degree, and the angle between these two lines simply click on first line and second line which is 121.96 degree, and defining the angle between these two lines is 65.63 mm, and defining the length of this line, which is 302.22 mm. Now the sketch is fully defined, and exit from the sketch and click on feature and select loft base and select first profile and second profile and make them loft base. Now again we need to apply extrude cut. Again here select this face and start to draw a circle having diameter of 540 mm. Now defining the distance from the circle, and the end point is 1002.62. And click on center point and this one. Or you can simply make a sketch fully defined. Just click on display or delete relation and click on fully defined sketch and click OK. So it automatically show you the dimension from the end point, which is 99.05 from this point to this point. And now click on extrude cut and make an extrude cut here up to a distance of 23.75 mm. After that, again click on sketch command and again draw a circle here. Now defining the diameter of the circle. Which is 130 mm. You can also click on display relation and click on fully define and click OK. Click on feature and select extrude cut and extruded cut through wall. After that, we need to apply some fillets on this body. So click on fillet command and here I'm going to apply fillets on the edges having radius value is 100 mm. So select edges one by one, first one, second one. You can see here the edges on which I applied the fillet. Click OK. Having value of 100 mm. Again click on fillet command and apply fillet on these edges which were created with the help of Loft command. Apply the fillet having radius of 100 mm on these edges. Continue with the fillet command. Now here I am going to apply the fillet on these three edges having radius value of 40 mm. Again click on fillet command and apply the fillet having radius value of 10 mm on the outer side edges of this body of one face. So select all the edges one by one. Left this one extrude cut and select the edges continuous here. Left this one edge only and apply the fillet having radius value of 10 mm on the edges. You can see here. Left only two edges, this one and this one. And again continue with the fillet command. Apply the fillet having radius value of 10 mm on this extrude cut here on the internal edges. And again click on fillet command and apply a radius of 5 mm on this one extrude cut. Select only a single edge and apply the fillet having radius of 5 mm. After applying the fillets, at the end we again apply extrude cut. So click on sketch command and draw a sketch here. On the front plane. This is simply a rectangle. You can roughly draw a rectangle from the center point. Make sure that the rectangle is covering all the body. and click on extrude cut. And extruded cut through wall from the front plane. After applying the extrude cut, select mirror command, and selecting in the mirror command, select bodies and make this one body mirror with the reference of front plane. You can check here in the feature. Click on mirror. You can mirror the body with the reference of face, or you can also select the front plane and select bodies to mirror and click this body and mirror this body about the face. After mirror the body, click on shell command, and here we are going to apply shell. So here we select these faces, face 1, face 2, face 1 and face 2, face 3 and face 4, and apply shell having thickness of 5 mm. And again click on shell command, and again draw a shell layer only on a single face. So select the face and apply 5 mm. You can also click on show preview and applying shell command here. At the end, again we mirror the body or the feature. So click on mirror command and select bodies to mirror with the reference of front plane. So body is a mirror, select cell 2 here and mirror it about from the front plane. So click OK. So this is all about the dipper used in Volvo Excavator. If you have any doubt or query regarding this video, you can write down in comment section. Continue with the next video for the next part. Thanks for watching the video.